Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man drafted in the 3rd round in 2019 from West Virginia. It's Will Grier.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do? I
don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Holding offense.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On second down, it's Ford. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Greer, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Greer off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's caught by Herndon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd and 2, Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Ito Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And then a big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Murray, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now. It's Ford. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
22 yards on the pickup there. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Murray now to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Try to punch it in with Smith.
I'm going to hit you.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Greer. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Ford. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Greer trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. He's able to find Wallace. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got them down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the draw, this is Smith, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Check. Watch 54. I got it.
Play fake. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Greer following the turnover. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Greer going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Greer. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Greer now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Greer. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Greer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down. But
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. This is Ford. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first down throw, Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Draw play to Ford. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And he checks this one down to Williams. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Here's Williams to return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Ford. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Greer. Herndon's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greer. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down. Greer. And that is incomplete.
But touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Will Greer with the excellent first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On the ground, this is Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ford. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Again, they turn to Ford. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Greer. Now they go screen. It's complete. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Off play action, Greer. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 2nd and 9, Greer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin with a run by Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 54. I'm coming.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Open man here is Scott, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10.
Come on.
Greer on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Greer now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Greer sets to throw, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Greer. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Murray gets this one to Isabella. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll keep it on the ground. Ford.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to...
It's a foot race. The 30. 10. again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And New York set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Greer. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Hey. 4 down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find Isabella. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Screen play, Johnson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Now Murray again, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Greer. He's able to find Wallace. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Greer. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Greer. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. A 2nd broken tackle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now on first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing again on second down. Murray got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Murray now to throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To throw, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
Let's go, boy.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First down, Murray. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Ja'Kai Polite. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.